Hey everybody, welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Last time we began our journey up Lothric Castle. Had quite a fun time of it, defeating a very, very good boss up here on this bridge, the Dragon Slayer armor. I used Dragon Stones a lot and wasn't very impressed with them, and otherwise, you know, it was an all-around good time, just like this game normally is. This time will be the finale of the base game. We only have one more stretch of area left to go through, and then it'll be done. And then we still have to play the DLC afterwards, but, you know, we'll actually be done with a major piece of content of the game. It's gonna be great. Okay, so right off the bat, this next area starts with something really silly. First of all, we have these places to the side. I don't think any of these have anything in them. They're just here. You can go there. It's fun. It's cool. We love it. There's also stairs. Stairs down to an item. Okay, that's fair. A Titanite chunk. Cool. I also do realize I think I am wearing the exact same armor set that I was wearing at the beginning of last time, so I'll probably change very quickly. It's just, you know, we spent a long time last time as a dragon, so this outfit didn't really get much time to shine. Yeah, there's a bonfire here, literal meters away from the last one. I don't know what they were thinking with this. I mean, I do know what they were thinking for this. They thought this bonfire's placement would be more convenient for the area ahead, and I agree with them that it would be. But then just cut out that bonfire because you don't need it. If the player's gonna be wandering right into another bonfire immediately after Dragon Slayer armor, why are we being given a bonfire for defeating it? I don't know. I think that is the root cause of the problem for a lot of, like the cases in this game where there's multiple bonfires placed right after each other. It's that, like, one of the bonfires is one that drops from a boss, and that one that drops from a boss might not be needed. Kind of like with, well, actually, no, Vort of the Boreal Valley is somewhat needed. In other news, this guy here, Grand Archives Key and Gothard Twin Swords he had on his corpse, that is the summon Blackhand Gothard, who you could summon for two different bosses throughout the game, Abyss Watchers and Pontiff Sullivan. If you've defeated all three Lords of Cinder, he is dead here, and he has the key to the Grand Archives. If you have not yet defeated the three Lords of Cinder before coming up here, which I don't know if I've ever mentioned you can come up here before doing that, but you can, if you do that, he will not be here, and you will not be allowed inside the Grand Archives, which is the door right here. Today, only a few of its keys remain. This one likely belonged to Gothard, one of the King's Black Hands who fled the castle. Yeah, likely belonged to him because, you know, it was on his dead body. But of course, you wouldn't know that's Gothard's dead body unless you were really paying attention. As for his weapons, do they have anything extra to say, or are they just gonna be something boring? Oh, this is +8, shoot. Oh, sorry, that's right, I haven't fully upgraded any of my weapons. Maybe I can do that this time. Now would be the time to get on that. Claw. Cestus. They're right here, okay. Known as the King's Black Hands wielded paired weapons. These belong to Gothard, who fled the castle. So Gothard was one of the black... His name is Black Hand Gothard. Yeah, so obviously he was. Am I an idiot? He rose quickly through the knighthood. No surprise those who witnessed his swordsmanship. Wow, he must have been really cool. If only I summoned him. Whoops. Anyway. I really like this next area coming up. Even though, you know, just like most of Dark Souls 3's areas, it can be somewhat bland looking on the inside, but... oh man, everything else about it is so cool. Never mind the cloth physics up there freaking out. That's okay. The Grand Archives. It's a giant library room, reminiscent of not only Duke's Archives from Dark Souls 1, but that one research hall from Bloodborne that I thought was really cool in that game, and I'd love to see an area like it here. Alright, we start off with a second Crystal Sage. I think we did hear that the Crystal Sages are twins. One of them was guarding something for the not the Watchdogs of Farron, for the Farron Keep folk, the Abyss Watchers, the Undead Legion, whatever the frick they're officially called. One was looking out for them, guarding something for them, which is why you found them down in the swamp, and then the other one was up in the Grand Archives. It did foreshadow that all that time ago. But of course, I mean, could you have remembered that easily? It's been forever since then. 900. Maybe you do remember easily. I shouldn't just assume your memory sucks like that, just because mine sucks. Actually, I say mine sucks, but I know it doesn't suck nearly as bad as some other people's memory. I'm just gonna stop there. Not implicating anyone in particular. I mean, there's multiple people I know with not terribly great memory. I'm one of them. Alright, So the Crystal Sage is taking pot shots at me from up above. We'll get to her some point soon. My phone just lit up with a thing from YouTube Studio. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Why is that the only app on my phone that's able to send push notifications anymore? I don't know if I've ever mentioned this in a video up until this point, but my phone has a really weird bug where it only gives only gives push notifications from certain apps. The majority of apps don't send notifications anymore, and I don't know why. Oh, maybe I should wear the prisoner's chain at some point. How are my status bars looking with that? All right, my stamina's taking a hit. Whatever, we'll be okay. Oh, hi. How you doing? Please die. Thank you. Oh, I think there might have been more stuff to see in the earlier areas. That's okay. We'll get to it when we get to it. Let's not worry about it. Oh, we can take the stairs up to this bookshelf. Anyway, yeah, like, Discord isn't sending me push notifications, which is really inconvenient, because that means if I'm not at a computer or actively checking it, I don't get notified of any new messages. So that sucks. I mean, it's somewhat freeing being able to just shut myself off from Discord completely. You know, it is kind of nice, but still weird, and it still should not be happening. And, like, I think, thankfully, the built-in Messenger app, the Apple Messenger app, still gets notifications through, so that's good. Not that anyone I know uses it to communicate, but that's still good. By the way, yeah, these guys existed. They're, like, scholars of the archives, and they have wax heads. They have candle heads. They're kind of freaky, and I like them. They're a spooky, ominous enemy in this last area. Spooky, ominous enemy. That's the word choice I chose to use. Hope you enjoy. Alright, we got a red-eyed Lothric Knight here. I'm gonna try to take him out with Moon Greatsword. Moonlight Greatsword. Hiya. Nope. Hiya. Better. But yeah, it's such an annoying bug, and I have no idea how to fix it. I've tried restarting it multiple times. Doesn't do anything. I don't get it. I would take it in with Apple, but they'd probably say, oh, your phone's old. Gotta buy a new one. Because that's what Apple are like. I want to say mine is an iPhone 11. And we're at, what, iPhone 15 now? I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. Because I just don't care. That's the thing. You release too many iPhones, and suddenly I don't give a shit about them anymore. Looking forward to the iPhone 18.5 coming out next month. And then after that, the iPhone 18.6. Can't wait. Crystal Chime. This is a special weapon. I think it's a catalyst. It's a miracle catalyst. Or no, doesn't it do both? Or am I thinking of something from earlier in the game? Is the word can enable this chime to be suitable for... Oh, yes, it does both. Cool. Neat. The power of the crystals allowed it to happen, I see. I hear a crystal lizard around here, but I think that's in an area we have to drop down to from up above, so we gotta get up above first. By the way, if I was talking about something before entering Grand Archives and I didn't finish the thought, very sorry about that, but I can't remember what that thought was, so it's gonna remain unfinished for a while. Here's the fun part of this area. You get to join in and dunk your head in wax. That's funky. I believe this is internally considered to be a helmet, even though we're still getting the benefits from the Pyromancer crown, I would assume. The benefits being 0.7 physical damage defense, you know, 7%. However, having the wax on your head is important because some rooms of the library, yes, they have these hands that come out of the books. If you do not have the wax on your head, you will be hurt and also cursed by these hands. It's quite annoying, so you definitely want to have this wax head on before exploring out the beaten track in the Grand Archives. You disappeared, like, immediately. What the fuck? First that one from earlier, now you guys too? Oh my god. Okay, come on. Normally, they never just disappear first thing like that. They usually run into a corner for a long time before trying, so I don't really get what that's about. So, here's a fun fact about my main channel playthrough of Dark Souls 3. I completely missed a secret in this room. I think there's a lever in one of the corners somewhere you can pull to open up the way to a spell I never got. So I'm gonna spend a while searching for it, because I don't remember where it is off the top of my head. I'm gonna kick that railing, because I felt like it. Destroy the table by landing on it, because that's how physics works. Oh... You know, I just realized as I was passing by this bookshelf that there's like some... Oh, this must be the thing you open. Okay, so like one of the bookshelves slides away and reveals that, probably. Where's the switch to open it, I wonder? It's like, it's really hidden amongst this room, and I guess I never searched it without a light. Oh my god, it's just right here. Does it even have a faint glow? Okay, it doesn't. It does blend in with the surroundings very well, but yeah, I did not notice that at all in my first, in my main channel playthrough, so here we are. Let's go get this. Power Within, there we go. This is a pyromancy you can get relatively easily in DS1, and a lot of people use it to great effect, where basically you increase your attack by a lot, but your HP is being drained over time. So it's one of those risk-reward things, so it's not quite as risky as the red Tearstone ring. Pyromancer fears the flame. However, this fear subsides once it is accepted as a substitute for strength. Ah, you can use your fear to make yourself stronger. Your fear of dying from this pyromancy you just injected into yourself. That makes sense. Okay, this is not a mimic. I didn't go for the chest first because I was worried it would be a mimic. Ooh. I forgot about this item. The Witch's Locks. Check it out. It is a whip. Fashioned from the black hair of a daughter of the Witch of Izalith, creator of the Flame of Chaos. At least they gave her a haircut before she transformed into a demon creature. The long, shining locks woven together to create this whip are imbued with the essence of fire, which can be channeled through the use of its skill. Oh, yeah! I forgot. I don't think we got them last time, but there is a weapon in this game. I think it's the Winged Knight's weapon that has a weird, outdated item description. That's at least what I assume it is. Let's see if I have it. Because I think it's the Winged Knight swords. I showed it in my main channel playthrough, so if I don't have it, I'll probably just pop in a picture of it right here. Please do that, editing me. Thank you. Hello, floating wood. But yeah, the skill, you know how when you have a weapon's item description up, it says skill at the bottom there? In that weapon's item description, that said technique instead. So that implies that that was like an original translation of what they would have been called first. I kind of want to reset so I can get the Crystal Lizard, but I can always come back for it later. I think I will be passing through this area in general, coming back through the place if I die, so I am out of... Okay, my head has run out. I gotta get out of here. Interestingly, those books don't vibrate the controller at all, even though normally when you get hit, the controller vibrates. To let you know, make it obvious. But yeah, when those things hit you, that doesn't happen. Whatever, though, I still notice. Because, you know, my character's kind of grunting in pain. Kind of hard to notice when your character is voicing concerns about their well-being in reaction to being smacked in the face. Oh, thank God. I was gonna say, come on. I had such a great track record of not letting a single Crystal Lizard disappear in my main channel playthrough, and now I'm just missing them left and right. And the same for Elden Ring. I was doing a really good job of keeping, of killing the scarabs, the equivalent of Crystal Lizards in that game. And then in this game, I was about to lose a third one in a row. Fucking ridiculous. I think it's just this weapon. I think Moon Greatsword's a terrible choice of weapon for them. Okay, we could go over there. I think it'd be better for us to head up here first. This is where the sage is. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Spamming roll. Oh, God, I forgot you existed. Okay. That's a weird wax attack. I don't know what that does. Okay, you're dead. I'm going to... She shot something in the air. The sage shot something in the air, and I don't know what's come of it, if anything. Okay, cool. Ow! Okay. You got it. You got it. Healing? Fuck. No! Man! You know, for a very magic-focused character, I never expected your melee abilities to be that strong. I never expected you to follow up the attack. I thought you only had 2 swipes. Well, I thought wrong. I was about to pick up a paper towel with my freaking drink. I got my drink resting on a paper towel because it's hot right now. Or, well, not hot, but it's humid, and that causes condensation on the outside of cold drinks. Fuck you. Oh, if only I just hit you. I should have tried hitting you. It would have staggered you. Damn it. Alright, well, this is okay. Honestly, this is great because now I get a second chance at the Crystal Lizard in this room. Oh, hey, you're over here at the start of the level. I didn't know that. Okay, you're not with your buddies. Cool. You're alone. Cool. Okay, so I have to be honest. You know how throughout this whole series I've been going with this whole, like, we're gonna switch out whatever Covenant icon we have based on my current level? Well, I have forgotten what Covenant symbols I've used. I think I've used all these. I can't remember if I've used Rosaria's Fingers. I think I've used Mound Makers. It might just be Watchdogs of Farah and Aldrich Faithful and perhaps something else. That might be all that's left. So I'm gonna dunk my head in the wax once more. Anything else to see over there? Probably not. I'm ducking my head in just in case, you know, we have to pass by more of those books. I'd rather not take damage from them. Between taking damage from something and not taking damage from something, I'd sooner go with not taking damage from something. Hold the phone. I forgot this is a thing I can do. Wait, where's this go? Crystal Sage is up there, but that's okay. She can wait. They can wait. I'm not really sure. Oh my god, you just turn right from the... Well, to be fair on me, I keep forgetting this shortcut even exists as I pass by it the first time. So am I going to remember to use it? Of course not. Alright, climb back up. This is such a great final area, though, because, like, the enemies are all really tough. The enemy placement is very well done. We have a mini-boss that was a former boss attacking us in the middle as, like, a regular enemy, which I think is cool. I always love that kind of progression. Like, this thing that was once a boss, a fearsome foe, is now just some dude you kill. I kind of like that, even if it is shameless asset reuse. Whatever, I'm okay with that. Perhaps shameful asset reuse, you never know. Maybe they felt bad using it. I'm trying to move. Oh my god. There's some attack in there that stuns you for so damn long. It's ridiculous. Normally you don't get stunned for that long by attacks. But in that case you do. I hate you. Excuse me, what? You had like no wind-up for that. This happened to me in my second playthrough too, where like the sage was just suddenly owning me and I couldn't tell why. Like, I have to kill these enemies, I feel like. Maybe I could just run up to the sage. Okay, well now I know the shortcut, so this won't be as long of a run back. Wait, did I miss the crystal lizard? Did I seriously go past the crystal lizard last time? Oh my god, I hate myself so much. Come on. I'm gonna check. I may have gotten it on my second. I can't remember. Either way, it's good. This is gonna be a much quicker run back, and I thank goodness for that. Nope, you're not hitting me. Did I get this one? I think I did, because I don't hear anything. No, I didn't. It broke the table. It's showing me the lever. That would have been useful a bit ago. Oh, come on, am I really in that thing? I'm nowhere near those hands. What are you talking about, game? Oh, here we go. Me complaining about Dark Souls 3 again, despite it being a game I love oh so much. I definitely think on this most recent playthrough, some thoughts of mine have changed. My thoughts on this game have changed slightly. Like, you know, it's far from a perfect masterpiece, of course. But I was never considering it a perfect masterpiece anyway. It's just, you know, I always thought of it as this fantastic freaking game when really, like, that I found way more fun than Elden Ring. But honestly, I don't know if I agree with that anymore. We'll see, though. I think I prefer the game overall, if not for nothing else than the fact that it's smaller, it's more manageable, it's not, like, as daunting of a task finishing it compared to Elden Ring. But I'll expand more on this when the game is done. Brick off! Thank you! Okay, so after that second encounter, I think that was the hardest encounter by far. There's only one more. You can climb a ladder. Okay, that would have been easier. I should have done that. Okay, she's still shooting stuff at me. Okay, good thing the crystal spears can't hit me, I don't think. Oh god, no, not that attack. I hate that attack. Just dodging in case something like that's flying at me. But yeah, this is a very intense first climb, and I really like it. And when we kill the Crystal Sage, she is permanent, thankfully. A permanent death. So every subsequent run through this place will not be as intense. But like, yeah, this is a great way to start the final area. I love it. Final required area, that is. Shit, okay, there's a place you can dunk your head in wax earlier. I might go down to that real quick, because, yeah, that area's filled with the ghost handbook things. I could also just tank it. I mean, they give curse very slowly. But yeah, there's an area over here you can dunk your head in wax. And I'm already on the way to it, so here we go. Oh, man, oh, you can hit from here. Okay, that sucks. Okay, those are slow. Okay. You guys just want to throw shit at me? Once a pestilent mist. I've never really used this spell on anything before. I hope that hits them. Now, it just spawns it at where I was. That's not as fun as I thought it would be. Now I have to wait for it to leave because it'll damage me. Come on. I thought it would shoot slightly forwards. That's always how it looks like it worked. Guess not. Okay. What the shit? What the fuck? Why can I not do anything? You're telling me the AI timed that perfectly? You telling me that? It's just you. You ain't nothing. Thank you. Okay, how am I not being grabbed by those hands, but me standing to the side of that bookshelf was hitting me before? What was that logic? Okay, now we're safe from those things, though. Someone is moaning, and I don't like it. Shush. I have enough to worry about. I have enough on my plate as is. I don't need your moaning as well. That is actually, like, someone we can discover, but that's for later. What? I didn't say anything. You heard nothing. 1,000 damage. With just 3 hits from this thing. I will use the thingy more and more, the Moon Greatsword more and more. It's just, for now, I'm having fun with this. Okay. Oh, so that just kind of disappears. Got it. Got you. Boom! Okay, I think if she manages to disappear on this platform, she'll just reappear like 2 feet away. This is her final location, as far as I'm aware. And for defeating her, you get the Crystal Scroll and the reward of never having to deal with her again. Thank God. These sorceries are the work of the Pale Drake, Seat the Scaleless, whom Logan is said to have met, a branch of sorcery that has been carried on by the Crystal Sages. Wow. Speaking of sorceries, we're actually going to uncover something very soon. Hey, so remember that moaning guy and how I said he'd be important for later? By later, I mean right now. Pull this lever. As you open up these bookshelves, revealing not only an item being placed on a corpse that is the very thing that's moaning, so I guess it's not a corpse then, it is still someone alive. It's reading out of a book. You take the scholar ring from it, and then it quiets down. What is wrong with your head? Oh, that's a wax head. Okay. Very strange. Anyway, the scholar ring goes right along with... Oh, we got the Knight's Ring, the Scholar Ring, and the Priestess Ring. This increases intelligence by 5 points. Very nice. I might honestly take this, or wear this. Especially for bosses with my, my Dark Moon Greatsword. Moonlight Greatsword, sorry, not Dark Moon. Oh, wow. Wait, putting it on would get me in heavy load exactly. 70.0% weight ratio. That's crazy. So these are the 3 pillars of Lothric. The Knight, the Scholar, and the Priestess. I don't know if they were each, like, one individual figure, or if it's just, like, you know, the priestesses of our land, the scholars of our land, and the knights of our land, or the 3 pillars, you know. But that's definitely how it works. I was just mentioning the armor, and I was remembering how at the beginning of the video I said, hey, I want to switch it out, so how about we switch it out? I bought... Oh, yes. I want to try Nameless King's armor. Oh, it's heavy. It's heavy as fuck. Oh, no. It's heavy as hell. Oh, it's so heavy. Oh. Oh, it's still heavy. Never mind. Well, let's see what it looks like at least first. Okay. Yeah, bit bulky. I don't know if it really suits me that well. And it's heavy as hell. Let's get it off of me. How about the Dancer's armor? That's better. Do I have the Dancer gauntlets? Yes, I do. 75%. Do I not have dancer leggings? Nope, I do right here. Okay, that's 71. So now the ring of the Havel's ring should. Yes, that gets me down to medium load again. Here we go. Oh my god, I love this set. It looks awesome. It's so cool. All right. Over here, it's another Lothric Knight. You know what I have to do? I have to use a skill on his behind. If only skill attacks could count as backstabs. Wouldn't it be great to get a backstab with that attack? That would be so cool. I guess we could just pretend in our dreams. Or sorry, critical hits. I like to be very official with calling them critical hits instead of backstabs or riposts. I guess technically riposte works. It's just, you know, riposte is for parrying, I think. That's what you call it when you, like, strike back in a vulnerable state. Riposte basically is critical hit after a parry, as opposed to after staggering them or however else you get critical hits. Still more of those pilgrim butterflies fluttering about the place. I say fluttering, they were actually flapping their wings quite slowly, so that's not really accurate, but who's counting? Aside from probably someone. Okay, back up here. I hope there's not too many of those cursed books. Oh, there's cursed books. Okay, but not too many. That's what I was saying. I'm hoping there wasn't too many. Can I, like... There we go. Unveiled the illusory wall with the power of a torch. Oh, shoot. I think I forgot to edit in an illusory wall sound last time as well. Oh, well, that's fine. Not a deal breaker or anything. This is the final Irithyll Outrider Knight. There are 2 in Lothric Castle, 1 in Undead Settlement. That's it. Aside from Vort and the Dancer, of course. So technically there's 5. But who's counting? Lore Masters are. Ow, ow, ow. I'm sorry, that staggered you for like 3 frames. That was... It interrupted his attack, but he was right back at it. That was the shortest stagger I've ever seen. And that did nothing, apparent. What? Well. There we go. Oh, that felt great. There's your Outrider Knight set. I don't know if you have to kill all 3 of them or that one specifically to get their armor, but either way, we have it now. Nice, this is getting a little low, a little less than half. That's fine. Up here in this tucked away corner of the place. This really is tucked away corner. Oh, it's another moaning guy. I forgot. The science of Soul Stream. So if you've been seeing this game and have been wondering for the whole experience, where is the mega laser of doom I can unleash? It's right here. Soul Stream, Torrential Volley of Souls. This is a very large laser, but the downside is it's very slow, takes 45 intelligence to use, and I don't really think it's that effective from what I've heard. I could try to, like, work my way up to using it throughout not only this finale, but throughout the DLC as well, but we'll see. First of the scholars doubted the linking of the fire and was alleged to be a private mentor of the royal prince. Ah, that's why Prince Lothric refused. He had influence from the scholars. Somehow I missed that on my main channel playthrough. Despite myself having familiarized myself with the lore. Despite myself having familiarized myself. What kind of fucking sentence was that? That looks like a gear. That is a candle stand. That is not a gear. It's not like a cog on the ground. Okay, so we have a staircase over there. We also have an item you can drop down to there. I'm gonna go get that item first, then I'll make my way back to the stair. I'll just run past those guys, because that's very easy to do so. Oh yeah, down below there is a... Yeah, there's a lever being guarded by those, and I think that unlocks some other secrets, so... We'll get to that. I only have so much time for everything, you know. Some of these things have to wait until later. This guy just never got to do anything. Gonna drop something? No, okay. I really appreciate that change in Elden Ring where, like, you kill an enemy and they emit a certain particle effect that tells you this enemy just dropped an item. So you can see that immediately as they die, rather than having to sit there and wait and look for the white orb and not have it and then be sad. Alright. We have the wax helmet on once again. I believe the reason why I pointed out the wax head is a helmet earlier internally is because randomizer mods for Dark Souls 3, hello, actually include this head, in the randomizer pool as a helmet because it technically counts as a helmet. So sometimes you can, like, you either, like, start... One of the starting classes has this head, or you find it as an item throughout the randomizer. Kind of funny. Alright, I did just drop all the way down for the Avalon here. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it. This is kind of cool. It's like... It's a bow made out of an instrument, which I think is cool. And that's somewhat fitting because, like, the thing you play string instruments with, aside from guitars, the thing you play violins, violas, and the like with is called a bow. So, you know, it kind of fits in that way. Okay, how do you get there? There's the crystal lizard I was hearing. Yeah, right there. How do you get there? Because I remember, I think that's something I didn't discover in my main channel playthrough, was how to get there, so I'll have to keep a lookout for that. I'm going to continue going up first, but I will definitely keep that in mind as I go. Okay, that's the mezzanine here. Creates a great shortcut. I don't think there was anywhere important to go... Yeah, that ended up being a dead end. So where you have to go next is on this mezzanine level. Over to the other side. Is that how you pronounce it? Mezzanine? Okay, here's kind of a... No, this is a useful shortcut back down to bottom level. Or is it? You never know. This could be an optional area of the level. Pull this lever to unlock a bookshelf door that opens up back to the beginning. Yeah, it is the beginning. Kind of a surprising shortcut, though. Pretty cool. That makes it 2 different bookshelves you can move aside in this game. Or in this area, I mean. Oh, I thought that was a grab attack. That was just... He just jumped on me. He just tried to Super Mario me to death. Yeah, buddy, that's not gonna work. I'm sorry. I know you're trying your best for your people, but it's just... This ain't Super Mario. This is Dark Souls. A much more sophisticated game. I'm seeing some... stuttering on my OBS preview, actually, of this recording. I hope that's not gonna be reflected in the video. Because, like, otherwise everything looks like it's running fine. It is a little hot. So my computer might be like, oh, I don't want it. No, my GPU can't handle this. But it's not even that, like, hot. It's just kind of warm. Warm and humid. Oh, whatever. It's fine. Okay, so... This didn't really answer my question of how do I get there? Wait, actually, I think it might be a really easy answer. So where is the... There it is. Here we go. Yeah, it was an easy answer. I remembered correctly. Okay, well... There's a special item up there. I'm gonna have to go back for it. Hi, buddy. That was kind of ominous, turning over to see him and having him just staring at me with bright red eyes. That was creepy. I liked that, though. It was cool. Stabby, stabby. Stabby, stabby. Oh, God. I'm now remembering freaking Venturian Tale and his, like, character Jimmy who would just stab people to death. On modern YouTube, that would not be allowed. Probably. I don't remember Venturian Tale. They were fun to watch. Now, of course, there's a whole bunch of controversy surrounding him, the main guy, Jordan. For good reason, I might add. But still, sometimes I go back and I watch the videos out of nostalgia. It's fun. It's a good time. Okay, wait. I was gonna check if there was anything else. Is there anything else, or is this a whole totally pointless adventure? Was it just for the crystal lizard and nothing else? You can't ever know for sure until you drop down and see that... Yeah, it was just for the crystal lizard. But that's okay, actually, because I just remembered we unlocked a thing down here by hitting a lever surrounded by grabby hands. It's over this way. We have a chest. And inside... Return to the slab or suffer my curse. I never actually watched that episode as a kid. I don't know if it would have scared me. Hard to tell. I mean, a lot of, like, random inconsequential stuff did scare me as a kid. So maybe. It's entirely possible it would have happened, but, you know, you never know. I might have been braver than that. One thing that's kind of interesting that I should probably look into is, like, people on that one song from Half-Life that plays when the Gonarch is attacking you, when you spawn in Gonarch's lair, the weird drum beat that feels totally out of place for what's happening. Gonna duck my head in wax just in case. People said in the comments of the video of that music that apparently it's either very similar sounding to or is genuinely the same as the weird jungle beat in that one episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog I was just referencing. With that weird guy that's like, return the slab or suffer my curse. Apparently, it uses music that sounds very much like the theme for Gonarch's Lair in Half-Life. I'll have to check that. I very much doubt it's the same song. And it just might sound similar. But, you know, there's so many comments that point it out. I have to wonder if it's like something happening there. They use the same sound samples, maybe? Oh, yes. Right. This entire fight is a lot easier with a wax head because, yeah, all of these bookshelves back here have cursed books. Oh my God, this is annoying. You know, it's actually better to use the... I can't dodge. I can't dodge. I can't dodge this. I can't dodge right now. Oh, what the hell? Oh, what the hell? Oh, what the hell? Oh, what the hell? Get me out. Oh my God. I just had to stand there and take all that shit. That was terrible. That's what happens when they cover you in that goop. It's bad. It's a bad thing. Don't let it happen. Okay, yeah. Because, like, all of these are cursed books, and so normally over here is just, like, unhabitable for you. Whereas now it is. I don't know if uninhabitable is the word I truly meant to use there, but it's the word I used, so screw it. We're going with it. Awesome. Yeah, that's so much better because it attacks so much faster. Hello there, floating book. At some point, I gotta make a stop back at Firelink Shrine. Honestly, I don't know why I'm going this high. Because, like, how am I on Estus? Yeah, I'm pretty bad on Estus. I really should get back to Firelink Shrine. I don't know why I'm braving this so much. Well, you never know. I might end up unlocking a shortcut. That's my... Oh, God. Thank you. That's my, concern, at least. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking about it a little more. Maybe it is a good thing I'm doing this first. I'll be getting so many level ups when I get there, though. Like, let me tell you. With the Crystal Sage gone, the Grand Archive's not going to be that hard to get through. So I very much doubt I'm going to lose my souls. If I do, I'm going to donate to the next streamer I watch. Which I've never done. I've never donated to another streamer. Because, you know, it was like years and years before I finally got, like, an actual bank account so I could spend money on things online. And also, you know, I'm not exactly making money right now, so I don't want to use it all. And donating to a streamer doesn't really do anything. Like what, I get to send a single message and then move on with my life? I know, I'm being selfless and I'm supporting people and giving them a career and whatnot, but still. So I don't know if these gargoyles are the same as the ones down in Profane Capital or what, but either way, they're gargoyles. They attack somewhat similarly. They do that thing with their wing. I feel like they're a little less aggressive. Oh God, I remember what's down there. I'm not looking forward to that. I think they're a little less aggressive than the Profane Capital, just based on feeling. Can't say anything for sure. What's this? This is just the way I came. Okay, it is. That item over there, I think that's an item I missed on my main channel playthrough. I missed a lot in the Grand Archives on my main channel playthrough, didn't I? But yeah, I think that's something else I missed, and I found the route to it on my, completed playthrough before this one. My third playthrough. We're just gonna call it that. It's technically my second. It's the second file I started, but I didn't finish it before I started my main channel playthrough. Until, like, after that was done. So, yeah, it's technically my third playthrough since I finished it third. Started second, finished third. Yeah, these guys feel way less hostile. Yeah, I didn't even have to do anything. It just went right past me. Poke. And that's it. That was the whole fight. Okay, so here is the reason why it might be a good thing I go through this place twice. There are two crystal lizards here. I cannot for the life of me figure out how you're supposed to kill both of them. I don't think it's possible. If it is possible, I'm bad at it. And I'm okay with that. Whoa. Whoa, laggy shadow. What the hell was that? We do have a third gargoyle, as you could clearly tell by the roars behind me. Idiot. Idiot, stupid. Idiot, stupid. I know I'm taking damage. Still, idiot, stupid. Idiot, stupid still stands. That's what he is. Disappeared. I just noticed there is actually a very subtle particle effect every time you gain souls. They have that in every game, but like in this game, it's just really subtle for some reason. Not sure why. Right. You can go here. I never found this on my main channel playthrough. And this is how you get this item over here. Totally forgot about that. Titanite chunk. Anything else? Oh, we have another one. Oh, we have two. Never mind. I'm getting out of here. Actually, no. I could take it. I could take it. Oh my god. With this especially, I could take it. It'll be a little tough, I guess. It's like Dark Souls 1 all over again. It's just a little scary with how low my Estus is. Did one of them fall and die? Wait. Where's the other one? I hear noises. That doesn't sound like You okay? You alright down there? He's clinging on for dear life. Oh, somebody help him. Somebody save the gargoyle. He doesn't have wings or anything. He obviously can't fly his way back up. No siree, now he's oh my god, that's great. I love how he has no animations either. He's just sitting there. Okay, well, you have fun with that. Good luck on your future endeavors. I shall continue over here in case there is another item. Oh my god, that was great. Oh. Right. So this ledge down here, this platform, if you approach this from inside, which you can since the window's smashed, you'll come out here and you'll wonder what the hell the point of this is because there's nothing out here. There's no items or anything. The point of it is to be the platform you drop down from there so that you can get into the inside. Yeah, I do remember this clearly now, but you know, I forgot about it just because it's something I only discovered recently. That is cool. And it's another way you can come up here and get the undead bone shard from Moaning Guy number 3. How many more Moaning Guys will we see before this place is done? I hope not many more. Okay, so that was our first visit up to the roof. And I think now that we have found our way back here... Oh, actually, this is like an upper level. Okay, before we continue any longer, I would like to head back to the Bonshire, get level ups, turn in the scroll and whatnot, and then we will go up to the roof again and get that second crystal lizard. See... Sorry for coughing. See what the rest of the roof has, and then, yeah, continue from there.
Welcome home,
Thank you. Thank you for welcoming me home once more. Let's go with 30 vigor. Another point of intelligence. Another point of strength. Why not? Oh, yeah, that does give you more damage on the greatsword. Maybe I want to level endurance instead. Endurance only does stamina in this game. I don't know if 2 points of stamina is really going to do anything. I'm probably going to get another level up. We'll just save it until then. I am okay with 30 vigor for the rest of the base game. Yeah, that looks okay. That looks like it should take me through the rest of the base game. Alright, back to Grand Archives you go. Starting from the bottom. Let's make our climb back up. 45 minutes in. This might be a longer video because I am planning to go all the way to the end. And this area kind of returns to the enormity of the first areas of the game. Oh my god, look at these stairs. Guys, put a wall behind the stairs. How hard is it to put a wall behind the stairs? If they're gonna have that many gaps in them, they really should have a wall. Okay, you don't feel like fighting me? That's fine with me. I'll just go in here. Oh shit, I didn't send the elevator back down. Looks like I'm fighting them no matter what. Or... no? Okay. Are we friends now? They looked like they were just letting me through, like, oh, it's you. You may pass. A comrade, you may pass! Like that one translation of the Majora's Mask manga says. With the Deku Scrubs outside the castle. Majora's Mask manga is an interesting thing. I totally forgot in that series to bring up the chapter of that manga that goes over, like, that tells an interpretation of how Majora's Mask was created, which I think is really cool. I forgot to turn in the Crystal Scroll to Logan, or not Logan, Orbeck. Stop. I can't do anything in this form. Oh my god, that is ridiculous. Either that or my inputs were so incredibly buffered, I was basically forced to sit there. Yeah, I think I was like spamming dodge out of panic. And the game was like, oh, you wanna just stay right there? You wanna just continue to attempt to dodge 3 times in a row before we listen to your constant repeated attack inputs? Because like I was also spamming attack, like attack him, come on. And yeah, my character was still like, no, I'm trying to dodge, no, I'm trying to dodge, no, I'm trying to dodge. Yes. Input buffering, man. So annoying sometimes. You know what else is annoying? These fuckers. Okay. We're gonna plunge attack with Magic Greatsword. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to this. Pow! Oh no, that was horrible. Horrible idea. Horrible idea. Horrible idea. They're all up now. Okay. I have some poise on that attack at first, and then I don't. Okay, that's 2 of them down. Oh god, there's 2 more. Okay, this one's dead, though. And then there's just 1. 1 is nowhere near as bad as 2. Alright, that's the last group of those guys in the game, thank god. What's in here? Hollow Gem, cool. Have I been over what Hollow Infusions do? This is only our 2nd Hollow Gem, so I guess not. Oh yes, it makes weapons scale with luck. Cool. I think Dark Souls 1 Hollow Infusions did something else. Because, like, you know, everything does something else in Dark Souls 1. Everything has a catch in Dark Souls 1. I think in DS1, if I'm not mistaken, I read the item description of the Ring of Favor, which was also called the Ring of Favor and Protection in that game. Now it's just shortened to Ring of Favor. In that game, you can't take that ring off if you put it on or else it breaks. And there's only one you can get in the game. So, like, you better take its effects. If you take it off, you can't do anything. And I kind of don't like that. Like, I get it. A part of me gets it. It's like, ooh, it's an interesting twist. Oh, you have to really consider your options, but I'd rather just take the buffs. Your rings were already so limited in that game, just based on the fact that you only had 2 ring slots as opposed to the 4 in this game. So I think that opening that up, I think that removing that was a good choice, and also creating 4 ring slots was a good choice, which Dark Souls 2 did. Dark Souls 3 should not get the credit for that. Dark Souls 2 did that. And then Elden Ring added a little progression system with that, which I thought was cool. I liked the talisman pouch thing in Elden Ring. Sorry, what? I guess I'm a plump sort. God damn. Why can't I go through there? Okay. Yeet, I might die. I did not. Awesome. I was worried I would bounce off the top. Rest in peace. There's no way to save Grey Rat on his 3rd mission. He always dies. Some of you could argue that I shouldn't have sent him, but I argue back with I'm about to kill the whole world anyway. It's not gonna matter. Not gonna matter. I'm letting him die early. That's the thing. But yeah, you can choose just not to send him. Although he will be bored with that choice of yours. If you tell him not to pillage, I think he does actually go like, oh, you think I can't handle myself, huh? Well, in this case, buddy, looks like you couldn't. I'm sorry to say, but like, that's the truth. You really couldn't. Okay, where do I need to go now? I need to head and make my way back up there, which means I need to go through the rigmarole of all this crap again. I need to drop down to the mezzanine area where the Crystal Sage was. I need to go up those stairs. I need to get back up there. I need to climb the ladder, and then we can continue. That sound good to everyone? That sounds good to me. Oh yeah, there is still that one last location the roof area takes you to. So we might wanna go back out there real quick. Unless it doesn't matter. Because, like, I can't remember where all the roof leads to. Oh yeah, and I wanted to kill the crystal lizard. So yeah, no, I want to go back up here. Never mind. Sorry, we're going back on the rooftops once again. Sorry if you're sick of seeing these roofs. I like how that gargoyle isn't alive. The other two are. The other three. There's actually 6 gargoyles? No, 5. 5 gargoyles. I like how this guy gets an ambush attack. It's the one moment where they have a chance to survive, because otherwise, yeah, they feel way easier than the ones at Profane Capital. I can't explain why. Maybe I should go fight the ones in Profane Capital again later this video. See if that's really the case. Of course, I say that, I'm not gonna do it. Because why would I do something I said I would do? I thought that would finish him off even if he guarded. That's why I went for it. Right after I was shit-talking them. That's what I get. Alright, sorry guys, we gotta make our way back up there again. I don't make the rules. This is how this game works. And I'm not editing these videos. I don't make that rule either. I did make the rule. I'm just kidding, but, you know. Wait, not this way. The elevator's a lot quicker. Because it takes me to the mezzanine level staircase thing. Right, they just let me through. I don't get that. Oh, wait. Not this time? Ooh, they're feeling a little feisty this time. Okay, that's fine. Okay, not as feisty as I thought. I guess I'm out of their leash distance then. No, wait, this one wants to go. Okay. Okay, you want to go, buddy? Thank you. Thank you for the fun experience. I'll be on my way then. Sliding my headset across my head. Because it keeps falling backwards. I guess it's just the way I sit. Or how I constantly lean back in my chair every single time I'm, like, into something. To be completely honest, you guys don't see it, nor do you hear it, which I'm glad you don't hear it, but whenever I'm, like, reading dialogue in a game very enthusiastically, usually I'm also, like, leaning back repeatedly. It's just like, I don't know, I guess when I'm reading dialogue, because my hands aren't really doing anything, my body feels like it has to do something, and so it goes with leaning back, because I'm in a chair that lets me recline very nicely. Alright, we're gonna fight this guy smarter this time. We're not gonna screw up. We're not gonna be a silly Billy. We're gonna be a strong Joshua. Is there anyone's name whose name rhymes with strong? Come back. I thought for a second he fell off the edge and died. These guys love doing that. They love falling off the edge and dying. Okay, there we go. No item. Oh, yes, item. Ooh, your spear. Very nice. I'll take that and never think about it ever again. You there! You must die! Come on! Always escape that third hit. There we go. Alright. I guess we'll kill this guy and we'll be on our way. So, is there any more to these rooftops? Now that I'm thinking about it, there might just be, like, the 2 ways to go, and that's it. But no, I swear, there's a third. There has to be. I just can't remember where it is. Off the top of my head. Okay, you get out of here. Thank you for getting out of here. Right. You can jump onto this balcony on the floor above the previous 2, and this is a new level of the place. That's how you can access the ladder. Okay, so you basically have 2 ways to go from here. You can go to that back window over there, or you can drop yourself right here and fight this Lothric Knight. I think that's cool. This area is really good, man. You traverse both the outside and the inside. The enemies are super fun. It's challenging while not being overly so. It's great. This is easily one of my favorite areas in the game. Large Titanite shard. I think my favorite overall is Irithyll. Just because the visuals are so cool. And that's when the game really starts to get good. Again, I'll expand on this, all this at the end of the series. Or, I mean, at the end of this video, because I'll be talking about my thoughts on the base game at the end of this video. In case you're at all interested, stay tuned for that. I don't know why you would be. Okay, so yeah, we're back here. We've seen everything there is to see over there. Actually... Wait a second. Oh, I think that's accessed later. Okay, I was gonna say, like, there's that side over there, but I think you get to that later, right? Forgot how big this area it really is. Out here, oh boy, this is gonna be a challenge. Okay, so out here... There's 2 NPCs over there. Actually, not 2. Not just 2. Can't jump through that. That would have been so cool if you could, but unfortunately, you just can't. Understood. Yeah, there's 3. There's 3 people out here to fight. Now, unfortunately, this is not an unbalanced mess of a fight. It's actually really fair and fun, in addition. But yeah, it is very difficult. I don't know what's with the thorns on this guy. He's not looking very good. Maybe this is like one of the 3 pillars. I'm not sure. Approach them, and they will eventually all notice you and start to fight you. So, I think one of them is wearing an armor set from Dark Souls 2. So this could be like one person from every single Dark Souls game. Like the person in back could be from Dark Souls 1. This guy could be from Dark Souls 2. The third guy could be from Dark Souls 3. It's hard to say. Either way, I think that that person there with the magic, that is the daughter of Crystal Crymild from Untended Graves. This guy is just some dude with a big axe. I don't know. Oh, maybe... Actually, I think I have heard these guys do appear as summons elsewhere in the game. Like, this might be Lion Knight Alberts from High Wall of Lothric, who you could summon for Vort. Okay, I've just... The ranged attacks are doing so little damage, I don't feel like stopping them. And then I think the other guy might be summonable elsewhere. Hard to say. I think I heard these guys' names somewhere, and that they are the same as other people you can meet throughout the game, but I can't remember right now. Either way... Oh god, okay. I'm gonna heal right now. Oh my god, that was lucky. One of them's dead. That's why I was building up to with the either way. Fortunately, the magic user, the sorcerer there, sorceress, cannot use Soul Spear. That would be very devastating if she could. I would hate that very much. Got you with that. Oh, crap. Okay, I am low on health now. Cool. Awesome. Now we can focus on you. Golden Wing Crest Shield. That's what that guy gave me. I'm just tanking it. You're not doing much damage at all with that. I don't know if I just have super good magic resistance or what. That went really easily, considering everything. So you get each of their weapons, or in the axe guy's case, his shield. Let's read about it. Does it mention shield is exceptional? Okay. Sage's Staff. As a gift by the Crystal Sages to their favorite pupil, Crymild. I don't know how to say that name, so that's what I'm going with. It sounds like she's committing crimes. That's why I prefer to think it is. Crystal spheres devour the will of the user, and this staff increases the potency of sorceries at the cost of increased FP consumption for skills. Steady chant boosts the strength of sorceries for a very short period. Works while equipped in either hand. I didn't need to read all that. I did anyway. Screw you. Ha 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 ha. This is my series. I do what I want. I don't know why I'm talking like that all of a sudden. I'm gonna say with an Australian accent. I don't think that's Australian even slightly. What about the last guy? Does it say anything about him? It's 2 weapons. He had 2 weapons. Here it is. Ah, wielded pair weapons, so he was one of the Black Hands. Was he Gothard? I doubt it. No, it was that guy. Kamui. I don't know. I don't know if he appears in another Dark Souls game. Whatever. That was him. We fought him. We killed him. We're moving on. I'm not sure if you have to defeat all 3 of them in one life, or if each of them are permanent kills. So if you kill one, but then die afterwards, that one you killed is still slain. I hope that's the case. It would definitely make that fight a lot less of a headache for new players, but... never mind. Then again, it wasn't that much of a headache even now. Like, I got hit a bunch, but it didn't do any damage. This is a shortcut back down to the first bonfire. That's what that empty shaft over there was for. Now I'd like to take a pit stop at Firelink Shrine. I think the subtitles of the video actually did mistake my words there as piss stop earlier, so that was kind of funny though. Gonna take a level up, gonna level up endurance as I said I would. I would also like to give some love to attunement. We'll see though. We'll see if that's in the cards. Also, actually, if we go over here, yes, Irina is gone. Now, because we have bought every single miracle, we have bought every single miracle from her that we can. So I may as well take this time to show where she is gone. It is at this point in the quest where her quest can go two different directions. If you bought a dark miracle from her, then you get the bad ending to her quest. But if you've bought only good miracles from her, non-dark, that is, you'll get this ending instead. It has loaded right now, right? Yes, okay. I believe the bad ending means that out here... I'm not entirely sure what happens. You could probably look up what happens. I'm sure someone's made a video on it, but it is some bad stuff. That's all I have to say about it. But down the other route, the route I've taken... For some reason, you have to go all the way over here. And this is where she is. She is sitting amongst all the other dead firekeepers in this room. Because she is now a firekeeper herself. Though she is not in the same area as the, other firekeeper we've been talking to.
Oh, sweet champion of Ash. Let souls be your strength.
And now you can choose to level up with her. It's the same as leveling up with the standard firekeeper. No different at all. One other difference is, though, you can't talk to her at all, and she doesn't say anything.
Oh, let's...
Yeah, that's it. Can't talk to her about it. Just, that's it. Let souls be your strength. That's her last 2 lines of dialogue. It feels kind of sad, and that's probably the intention, knowing that this game's about, putting an end to the cycle of Age of Fire and whatnot, but still, kind of a strange way to end, if you ask me. A strange choice for the good ending. Well, whatever. Maybe it's not supposed to be a good ending, necessarily. Knowing this series, probably not.
Back again.
You there! I have a scroll for you.
Unfathomable. This is a crystal sorcery. Created by the Pale Dragon. Thought only to exist in legend. I am ever grateful to you. This is truly sublime. I am afraid this is a debt I cannot repay. Only, I will be sure to unravel it for you. Just a moment.
No need. It was already partially unraveled when I picked it up. Maybe scrolls in this universe are actually bound shut by magic, and you do need to be a sorcerer to open it. So that unlocks these 3 remaining things: Humming Crystal Soul Mass, Crystal Soul Spear. That's what the lady was using on us, the sage. I guess that's stronger. It takes a lot more intelligence. That's the case. I wish it would show you the attack power of spells. That would be really useful information, and I'm honestly flabbergasted that they're still not doing that, even in Elden Ring. Do they show attack power in Elden Ring Night Rain? I fucking hope so, because in a game that fast-paced, attack power and information like that is something you have to know. You don't have time to look it up on a wiki. Okay, we'll be back to buy Crystal Magic Weapon, but yeah.
Promise to stay...
Now to end his quest, we will have to buy all of his sorceries. In fact, actually, I could probably just, use this and get the 100,000 or whatever that took. Yeah.
Oh.
20,000. I missed his dialogue there. Was he like, oh, you want more? Now that we've bought every single sorcery from him.
In Vinheim.
Oh, this is different.
Assassin. A sorcerer only in name. A killer for hire. What a fool I was, thinking one day I would learn real sorceries. When I became undead, I was exiled from the school. But here I am, now exploring the depths of sorcery. All thanks to you, I might add.
I'm glad I could have given you that experience. So that's why I said, like, earlier, look, there I was, the very definition of a fool, because he actually regrets his time as an assassin.
You are no ordinary woman. All these sorceries, and you've mastered every one. If this were the Dragon School, you'd be, well, overtly despised and banished from the place. Well, I suppose it's time I packed my bags. I would hate to see our agreement end sourly. Better left, tucked away, as a pleasant memory.
Yeah, it would especially end sourly once you find out that I'm trying to kill the world. Did I say that out loud? Whoops.
You are no...
Okay, same thing. Let's say leave.
Promise to stay safe. It's been nice running our own little school.
I really like Orbeck as a merchant. At first, he comes off as kind of annoying and kind of, you know, kind of a hard ass. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right word to say, but, you know, at first he comes off as a little annoying, but then over time he, like, warms up to... It's great. I guess in that way, he's kind of a tsundere. I don't know. All right, let's just move on. Ride the elevator back up. Continue to the end of the area, because we are getting close to the end of the area. And we're only an hour in, so yeah, this hasn't been super long. I'm glad for that. Alright. Ride it to the top, something, something, rock and roll. I don't know. Oh, that weird shadow on this side of the building there. Look at that. How strange. That's not how lighting's supposed to work. Okay, so straight ahead is very clearly a climactic end to this place. Let's not have the end of this place just yet, though. Optional stuff before required. That is my motto in life. Right, I don't think I've ever shown that, yeah, there's the dark side in the sky. Oh, wait, I just realized there's something I'm forgetting to do. There is something I'm forgetting to do. One moment, boneless chicken. Actually... We interrupt this program as I go back to do something else. My Cohen Solar Fragment is down here. So, first of all, I forgot to turn in Grey Rat's ashes. Second of all, there's the end of someone's side quest I am very close to forgetting to do.
Ah. Well, what warm umbral ash have we here? It's as if I take no note of, as by now thou surely knowest, there is little I love.
Alright, that wasn't that different from when you... It was different from when we killed Patches, but still. Okay, in this inventory, 10 souls for this budding green blossom. This is a special one. It has an attached message that suggests it was a gift. Goodbye, dear grandmother, I will visit grandfather in the pit of hollows. Once you progress a certain point, a lot earlier in the game, I think it's after you kill the 3 Lords of Cinder, this will appear in the Shrine Handmaid's shop, and I have not shown it off until now. Let me also buy some of these embers, so I have something to use my money on. There we go.
Ashen one, huh?
Sure thing. Now, I hope this is still available. We go back to the Undead Settlement. I was just thinking about the Undead Settlement, how cool the Undead Settlement looks in the lighting of the game stage we have right now, and that made me remember that indeed, we have something to do back here. First of all, though, just... Wow, look at this. I think this is the intended lighting for Undead Settlement. It looks so much better like this, if you ask me. There's still some parts of it that's like, you can see the blue of what it looked like before, but... Oh my god, if it looked like this from the beginning, I would not think this place looks nearly as bland as it did before. But yeah, as it does before, it looks kind of bland, but hey. You didn't hear that from me. You heard it from... Vati Vidya. Yeah, that's right. I don't know where I was going with that. Sometimes I just start saying something and I don't have a plan for how to finish it. But I feel like finishing it anyway, and that's the result. Okay, thank God. There's a summon sign here. Answer Cirrus of the Sunless Realms call for cooperation. I was gonna say, you know, it feels like oddly long since we've done anything with Cirrus, and this is why. It's because I forgot about this. So just like the first battle with Creighton the Wanderer, Cirrus is requesting our help for something once again.
I finally found you. Just as I promised, Grandad. Remember?
Holy Knight Hodrick, the weird guy down here that introduced us to the Moundmaker's Covenant, is apparently Cirrus's granddad. That's interesting. I never actually killed him at either of the encounters earlier in the game, so this is my chance to get revenge. And with a friend helping out too. It's great. I think he has the same abilities as those other fights, so yeah, you might not want to fight him all 3 times necessarily. Oh god, he does have Estus. Naturally. Oh god. His critical hits, they murder. So, and he can parry you pretty easily because AI knows parry timing's better than anyone. I sure hope you didn't heal him with that miracle. I don't think you did. There we go, got him with that. I'll use ranged attacks on him so that he can't parry me. Haha! He tried to parry nothing. Idiot. Thank God I can't hit Sirius with that. He's using power within. Oh, he's out of Estus. Perfect, perfect. Oh no, that's gonna... That would have parried if I hit him with there. Perfect. Perfect. I don't know what I was saying there. My brain thought I was saying the wrong sound even though it was fine.
Granddad.
The message being attached to something given to the Shrine Handmaid also implies that the Shrine Handmaid is Sirius's grandmother. She gave her grandmother a gift, who then proceeded to sell it to us for 10 souls. Her relationship with her family seems a little strained, if you ask me. Alright, now that I have finally done that, like, to reiterate, that unlocked after defeating Aldrich, Devourer of Gods, that much earlier in the game, so I could have done that forever ago. 4 videos ago, whatever. She is now here in the shrine for some final words.
Oh, there you are. I'm afraid I've involved you in my affairs over a little promise at that. My sincerest thanks for your assistance. At last, my grandfather will rest in peace, and I can die. But there is one last... May I take a vow? To serve you as a knight.
I guess the part where she recorded the word thing got corrupted. I accept.
Oh, I am most grateful. I, Sirius, do hereby serve as your faithful knight. Wherever, whenever I am needed. My loyalty shall never waver. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
I do not know what happened to her dialogue there, but she's just missing a lot of stuff. I don't get it. It's weird. Maybe the game is, like, skipping it too fast? I'm unaware. Either way, I'm sorry, Sirius. It's a little late for you to be helping out, and we're gonna find out why that is pretty shortly. There might be even more dialogue she has that, Or was that her final time? I don't know. I can't remember the details of her quest line. I didn't remind myself of any of the quest lines going into this game. I just went through them based on memory, and for that reason, I ended up forgetting some of them. That looks like a rook. I guess because it's shaped like a castle, so like, yeah. This is Lothric Castle, so yeah, they'd have little adornments, little castle decorations as adornments on their castle. Makes enough sense. Okay, now we make our way back up to the rooftops here. I'm not forgetting anything else. I hope not, anyway. I think I went around this way already. This domed area. Pick this up, Soul of a Crestfallen Knight. Aw, Knight, don't be sad. It's all okay. I feel like I'm being watched. Okay, well, though this looks very threatening, and is very threatening if you walk directly up to them, you can go around to the side, and they will never notice you. And so you can get every single item here without fighting those guys up there if you want. Because, naturally, if you go up to them, they're gonna drop down from there and begin fighting you. But you can just skirt around the whole place without them seeing you. It's very nice to know. That was the jankiest jump I've ever seen. That was great. that was so fucking weird looking. Estus Shard. Alright, cool. So we have an Estus Shard and Undead Bone Shard. Better not forget to do that. That's a hole in the roof shingles there. Oh god, that reminds me of the time I basically fell for one of those free roof inspection scams. God, I look back on that, I feel kind of embarrassed looking back on that. I called our landline and I was young, I didn't know better. than to look out for scams on the phone. I didn't know quite how rampant scams on the phone were at the time. Oh, man. Whatever. That's past me now. Okay, so I've triggered them, but I think I've triggered them in such a way where only one of them has dropped near me, so only one of them will be aggro to me, because I don't believe they chain pull. These are Golden Winged Knights. I think they have some extra abilities beyond the standard silver ones. Such as the ability to cause me to make terrible mistakes. And to shit, okay. I was looking for a spot to heal, man. I don't know what, was I like stunned for that long after that attack? Because like, I don't know why I couldn't just heal after I was hit there. Maybe another attack was aiming at me, I don't know. Another blast from the sky was aiming at me. Well, now I have to make that whole ass run back up. This whole video has been just me climbing up the stupid Grand Archives repeatedly. Well, it's fine. With this elevator, I'm skipping most of it. There we go. It's a long elevator ride, so I feel like sending it down, you know? You know, it's a long boat ride. I don't know. I don't remember how the rest of it goes. One weird game related to Jesus that you can play after signing up to a weird little cult. I shouldn't call it a cult, but like, it certainly seems like that's what it is. Alright. Trigger them again. Yeah, so it's only this front area where they are activated. Boom. Oh, crap. I forgot they have that final hit. Yeah, I don't think they jump quite... The silver ones jumped quite as far with that spinny move. Perfect. I'll take it. I wish holding down that attack did like a special charged attack or something. Holding down the skill attack. What? That didn't kill you? There we go. That did. That's one down. I think if you kill them all, you get a Titanite slab. And I'm willing to do that. Oh, you're patrolling around this way, and the other guy's staying still, so I know which one I'm fighting first. Whoa, okay, small hatchet guy is strong. What? Okay. Didn't know hatchets mean you have mobility. I mean, the other guy had mobility, so... Sure, I went for a strong attack there, didn't really move, and I avoided the attack and hit him at the same time. I have no idea how that happened. Okay, I'm just gonna run around for this one. Dude, this thing feels like the Terrorblade from Terraria. It's great. I love it. And because I love the Terrorblade in Terraria, and I love this too. Oh god. No! Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Perfect. Whoa. Last guy I will try to fight with the Twin Blaze, just to give them some love. Oh god, I made too much noise. Shoot. No! Okay. I thought I was dead. Because that last hit does a lot. So if he hit me with every swipe, that would have been the death of me. Now, I just realized something. This weapon is called Twin Blades, right? Which makes sense because there's two of them. And then the follow-up class in of weapon in Elden Ring is called Twin Blade because there's just one that has two blades on it. One stick that has two blades on it, as opposed to two different weapons you're swinging simultaneously. Alright, that wasn't too bad. You shot down like two things from the sky. That's funny. So yeah, there's the Titanite slab you get for killing all of them. Cool. Yeah, these are called the Twin Blades. That makes sense. Oh, right, I need to upgrade my damn weapons. I'll get to that at some point. Actually, I'm not really overly concerned about it. I'm doing enough damage with them, as is. Some of you might disagree, but whatever. It's actually not optimal to keep going with +8 at this stage of the game. little room there. I don't know what its purpose is, but it's there. Why not just wall that off? I don't know why you would have that in your castle. Maybe that's the bathroom for the guards up here. Hunter's ring, very Bloodborne of you. I believe this one increases dexterity. The hunters serve Lothric on the fringes and in the shadows. For generations, rulers of Lothric have relied especially upon the Black Hand Hunters to punish enemies in ways that the King's Three Pillars cannot. So they are separate from the Three Pillars, and they are the Black Hands. Cool. I like that little bit of lore given. Oh, I never realized. Wait. Yeah, that's the Silver Cat. That's dust is from the Silver Cat ring, protecting me from fall damage. I never knew it did that until now. Cool. Alright, well... Here is the very last area of Grand Archives that is optional that we haven't seen yet. This cage up here. The Divine Pillars of Light. If we read about this, we read some items last time that mentioned someone named Gertrude, and this... the Queen's Holy Maiden Gertrude was visited by an angel who revealed this tale to her. Miracle of Gertrude, the Heavenly Daughter. So this is a miracle that, like, pertains to her. Despite losing both her sight and her voice, she was determined to record the tale. Ordinary men could not decipher a fragmentary scrawl, nor comprehend how it became the foundation of the angelic faith of Lothric. Ah, and that's what the Winged Knights are based on, the angelic faith. Cool. I like when you can connect, like, general things to that. It's the specific stories for, like, one or two characters that I'm kind of disappointed in their vagueness. But when you can make a connection of, like, whole squads of people, that's the type of lore in these games I like. Like, you know, these knights use this attack because this. That's always cool to me. I'm so glad that attack doesn't home in. Smackadoo, smackadoo, smackadoo. There we go. Now, this ladder lets us go down. Just like him. Lets us go down and yell timber. There's two chests here, neither of which are mimics. I can see in the dark. Twinkling Titanite. Titanite. Never mind. I was thinking it would be a Titanite scale for some reason. So I started to say Titanite scale. But I got a Divine Blessing. I'm okay with that. I have two of those now. I should really think of using one of them. Maybe for DLC. Oh, that's how you get there. Okay, there's no item up there. I thought there was. Memory served me wrong. I didn't check to see if I have enough souls to level up, but I guess we're going back to the Bonshire. Whatever. Okay, I think I don't. Never mind, we're going back. Sorry. We interrupt this program for filing shrine. Anyway. Whoops, mistake. Alright, what's coming up next? Quite fun indeed. Grand Archives. I'm definitely going to be sending this elevator back down, believe you me. This is going to be necessary. Mother said, straight ahead, don't fall astray or be misled. I hope it's don't fall astray. I keep referencing that. It's just like one of my favorite things to reference in these videos. Alright, now we have the final stretch. We have a bunch of enemies to take on here, or to run past, based on your preference. I'm gonna choose to take them on, though, because I think it's more fun. Take on me, take on me, take me on. I guess. Alright, drink. You know what? Why don't I Ember for this? Next time I get heavily injured by an enemy up here, I'm gonna Ember. Actually, no, let's just Ember right now. We got 34 of them. Let's just do it. Got a firebomb. Got you behind this. Up ahead, we have, I think, guys with spears and shields, and then after them, knights. Lothric knights. That's gonna be rough. So I definitely want to take everyone out, like, as soon as I can. You're down. Oh, perfect. Oh, awesome. Okay, we got our first Lothric Knight coming down the way. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to do much damage, but that's fine since they're all spear guys, so they're all gonna be hanging back for the most part. These guys are tough, though. Okay. With the Great Sword, should be fine. Should be. Bam. 122 damage. Cool, cool. Oh, that was fun. Can I get a backstab on you? I'd really like it if I could. Oh, awesome. I was gonna say, you better be dead. Oh, perfect. This has never gone better. This whole sequence for me has never gone better than it's going right now. Oh, awesome. All right, why don't I use some spells on you guys? Like Soul Greatsword. How about this? Ah, it's Lothric Knights. I can't. I'm sorry to those who want me to use my spells. I just can't. It's Lothric Knights. I can at least do this. Pestilent Mist. Take that. Oh, nice. All right, that gets a little start of damage, though, you know, it doesn't last very long. If that guy's willing to just stand it in and take it, then fine by me. What's he doing? Oh, crap. Okay, now I'm taking damage. Yeah, these guys are the toughies, especially this one who has a spear. Unsurprising, this guy's the hardest one so far with a spear. All right, I gotta watch my sword's durability. Bam! Oh, no. Yeah, that was gonna hit. Nah, that's gonna hit too. Because that takes too long to cast. Go. Oh, I guess the last guy's the one that stood in it for a while. Oh, no. Haha, I can stab you too! This is great, man. I feel so powerful. Which is, I know, not the idea of Dark Souls, right? You're supposed to feel powerless. But now, man, I feel powerful right now. That was great. That was every enemy down. Down in like an instant with this sword. This sword's so good. It's official. Every single playthrough of one of these games I make from now on, I have to use this sword. I just have to. It's too fun. I heard that. Here's Orbeck of Vinheim right here. He's offering his help. And what's coming up ahead? Over here, there's nothing. Over here, there's an elevator. And this one's quite an interesting elevator. I like this one. It's a very long one, though. Damn, takes a long freaking... Okay, oh my god. Alright, here we go. Takes us down to this little chapel on the side of Lothric Castle, just outside of the Dragon Slayer armored boss. And remember, there was an elevator car sitting empty right here that we couldn't move just because the contraption wouldn't move. That's what the game said, and that's what the story I'm going with. Yes, indeed, it is the elevator car underneath the other one, and now we can actually take it down to wherever this is. Wonder where this could go. Cue the one Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory song of like, there's no way of knowing where we're going or whatever. Okay, it's just a Titanite slab. It's just a little dead end with a Titanite slab. Still cool though. I like that secret. You have to remember that there was an elevator here before. There was an elevator here. It's gone now. Okay, let me... And then I'm gonna go heal at the Dragon Slayer Armor Bonfire. Might go get a level up before we go, just to make sure I don't have any souls to lose on this next thing. How about that? Does that sound good? That sound good to y'all? Because it sounds good to me. The knight is offering his head. Offer head. That's what the messages tend to say, because ha 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 ha. Very funny. Sitting down. Teleporting, hoping I have enough souls to level up. I'm pretty sure I do. And we'll take this level up from Irina. Because, you know, she hasn't gotten to do anything. Yes, okay, I do have plenty of souls for a level up. Might also buy something from the handmaid, we'll have to see. We'll have time to buy anything we don't have. Alright, just gotta sit. Just gotta sit here and wait, have a little toast. How you guys doing? Have you enjoyed the series so far? I hope so. This has been fun to record. I don't know if I'll look back on it as being actually, like, better or perhaps even worse than my original playthrough of Dark Souls 3, but I'm at least glad I showed off some more stuff. Now I can repair that hole in my heart that exists because, you know, I missed a couple of things on my main channel playthrough. Oh, dear, how could I? Why is that one corpse in particular standing out among the rest?
Oh, let's...
Souls will be my strength, thanks to you, Irina. Let's get a level up to this. I still only have 3 attunement slots, it's so sad. Alright, I believe we just have one more level before we officially hit, what am I trying to say? Before we officially hit our next 15, level interval. So then I can change my icon. I'm gonna assume we haven't worn Watch Dogs of Farron yet and use that one. I'll then look into it, and if we have worn Watch Dogs of Farron before, then whoops. Alright. No, not to Grand Archives. I meant to Dragon Slayer armor. That's closer to the elevator I want to ride. Whatever. It works. It's close. It's like meters apart. That's okay. It's just, you know. It'd be suboptimal in a speedrun setting. It is weird to think that that really goofily placed bonfire is technically the last bonfire on the road. On the main quest road. Sprint, 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 sprint. I've got nothing to say here, so I'm just going silent. I'm just running back through areas we've been through before. I kind of find it annoying how you have to release and press B all over again to start running again, and it doesn't just automatically start running. Maybe it does. Hold on, let me hold B this whole time. Oh, it does! Never mind! I have no reason to complain. So yes, if you take this elevator, none of the guys out there will see you. So you can just sneak past them unannounced. Yeah, sneak 100, right? I'm running with, like, loud metal armor, but nah, it's fine. They don't hear a thing. Must have been the wind. Here we go. I'll summon from Cirrus and offer from Cirrus to help. But otherwise, the last Lord of Cinder.
Oh dear. Another dogged contender. Welcome, unkindled one, purloiner of cinders. Mind you, the mantle of Lord interests me none. The fire-linking curse, the legacy of lords, let it all fade into nothing. You've done quite enough. Now have your rest.
Here we go. This boss is tough. But I should be able to do a lot better at it now with my higher damage compared to my main channel playthrough. Oh yeah, that's gonna help out a lot. So, this is Prince Lothric's elder brother, or older brother, Lorien. And the two princes together have a disability. Lorien is mute, as we just heard there. He was trying to, like, yell at us, but nothing really came out. And Lothric up there can't use his legs properly. And this is apparently a result of a curse that their parents put on them. A curse that is somewhat related to them becoming Lords of Cinder. So, yeah, it makes a lot more sense that they would want to push aside the linking of the First Flame if the process of doing it left them like this. I don't know what exactly the details are, because I don't think anyone knows for sure, but that's how it is. Alright, so there's my first death, and yes, we will have to make this run back every single time we die. That's fine. I'll focus more the second time to ensure we do not die very quickly. I killed these guys in like 4 tries in my main channel playthrough. We'll see if it takes me the same amount of tries this time, or what. But yeah, this is a very tough boss from what I played, and I think this is honestly the lowest level I ever fought them at, if my recollection serves correctly. I don't know what level I was when I fought them in my 3rd completed playthrough. Because, like, I don't think I was max level like I was in my main channel playthrough. It's hard to say. I should be ready for it either way, though. And, you know, I haven't fully upgraded my weapons yet, which I should definitely do. Especially for DLC, which happens to have the harder content than the base game. Okay, we're going into this with less health, which is fun. That's fine. We'll be okay. Just gotta believe. Beginning of this fight is really hard. Yeah, okay. I recommend not locking on at the beginning so you can more easily see the attack Lorien's doing. The camera isn't whipping around all over the place. This is the big deal with this fight. Lorien teleports, and I think that's a spell being given to him by his brother, Lothric. Lothric is, like, teleporting Lorien around the room to make it harder for us to dodge the attacks. I think that's a really cool, like, way of increasing the challenge. Oh, God. He also just attacks fast in general. That's a great sword he's swinging with only one hand. This guy's a fearsome combatant, or at least was before he lost his voice. And apparently his legs, because he is having trouble moving around as well. Maybe they both have the same curse. Okay. Well, obviously Lothric isn't mute. I have to say, I'm not a terribly huge fan of the voice acting for Lothric. It sounds very monotone. Like, I don't know if that was the intention or what. It might have been, but I don't know. I feel like he'd have at least a little more emotion. Maybe he's just so bored of people trying to defeat him all the time. I could understand that. Oh, crap. Boom! Phase push. That was awesome.
Oh, dear brother, I'm on my way. My brother. Unyielding sword of Lothric's prince. Rise if you would, for that is our curse.
Now they mean business. That was a bit of an anticlimactic continuation. Oh god, oh god, oh god. That's dangerous. That's really bad. Okay, now Lothric will follow that up with another projectile. Keep that in mind. The objective here is to kill Lothric. Lothric will keep reviving Lorien endlessly until we defeat him. So that's the ultimate objective. Even if Lorien still has health left, if Lothric is killed, the fight is over. Okay. Now, if you excuse me, it's focus time. Get around to their back, you can hit Lothric like that. Ordinarily, otherwise to hit Lothric, you'd have to defeat Lorien entirely. Not exactly ideal. They attack so fast, I don't trust myself to use any of the special attacks this sword has. So I'm just gonna go with normal hits. Maybe a strong attack here and there. That staggered. Oh! Oh my god! Critical hit! Okay, now Lothric is open. But not for long. He will soon revive Lorien, and that will cause an explosion. So I'm gonna get those hits, get out of there. Fight continues. Whoa, what the? Why did I disengage lock on? Okay, there is an attack to watch out for. If they start to teleport on top of you, you want to dodge instantly because they are going to crash down on your position if that happens. So if the teleport light is on you, if the destination teleport light is on you, dodge. Otherwise, watch out. Play patiently, don't dodge, don't panic dodge. That will get you killed here. Oh man, that's rough. Okay. Oh crap. Healing is a lot harder to do in this fight compared to most, just because, okay. It wasn't as bad as it could have been, yeah. If I dodged there, that would have gotten me hit. Okay. That's Lorien down again. Nah. Gonna go for this. Thank you. Here we go. Once again. I might have to go for one more cycle. That's okay. Either that or I can aim for his back. One more hit on Lothric will do it. Assuming I live. Boom.
My words, Ash One. You remain among the accursed.
I wish they faded the music out there so you could actually hear his dialogue. It would also make the ending more anticlimactic because, you know, it's the last Lord of Cinder Ashes we need. Or Cinders of a Lord. Yeah, the last Cinders we need to beat the game. What a great boss that is. Holy shit. Better than anything in Elden Ring. Honestly, I'm gonna say it. Better than anything in Elden Ring. That was so good. It's, like, suitably challenging, but extremely fair, and I think they do have a couple of attacks that's like, wind up hit! And I'm not a huge fan of those, but those are either very uncommon, or they just, like, they happened not to use them in my 2 attempts with them. Otherwise, oh my man, I love that fight. I love that fight so much. And it's not like it's a drag to reach second phase either, because second phase is the majority of the fight. Lorien on his own is tough, but not that hard. Not nearly as tough as phase 2. Alright, let's head back to the shrine. We have so many souls from that. Let's level up, let's go do a bunch of crap. Because there is a bunch of crap left to do. For example, I actually would like to give up this, this thing here, the coiled sword fragment. There's something cool you can get out of it.
Welcome home.
Speak thine heart's desire. My heart's desire is for 20 attunement, baby. All right, 35 intelligence as well. We're now level 91. Let's change Covenant Sign. I'm going to... Oh, God. I want to just assume... All right, let me think. I think we may have actually worn Watchdogs of Farron before. I think it's Aldrich Faithful we haven't put on yet, so let's do that. I do like the Aldrich Faithful's logo. So, it'll make a great addition to our HUD. Hi, buddy. I'd like to upgrade my weapons, please. Not that. That's not. That'll be a waste of money. Final upgrade for you. Final upgrades for you. There we go. We've used up 2 Titanite slabs. Man, I don't want to run out of Titanite slabs. Is there any way I can get more? Well, yes. There are, there's plenty of Titanite slabs to be found in the DLC, but in addition... If we were to... Why did... Oh, I guess stepping near Andre causes Cemetery of Ash to load. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was gonna say, like, why did it load now? Why did it load so quick? Head back up to the crow. The weird crow up here. The trade that they have with the Coiled Sword fragment is... Where is it? Here it is. Oh, sorry, I have it equipped, therefore I cannot drop it. There we go. Pickle pea, it's a Titanite slab. You can give it up in exchange for a Titanite slab in case you've leveled up like 15 different weapons, which I kind of doubt you have, but in case you have, there you go. Can I drop down to this place safely now? I can at least drop down to that throne safely now. I just realized I never switched off my rings to something that would actually help for boss battles. I just kind of fought that boss without switching my rings accordingly. Alright, talk to you. What needs smithing this day? Let me get my final Estus shard turned in. That is 15 charges. I'm okay with only 10 in the Estus flask though, so we'll go with that.
Brother, be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
Anything new I can buy from you? We do have their soul as well, so we better make sure to read their item descriptions, check that out. Let's buy some homeward bones to replace the big thing we just gave up. And scrolling through... Probably is something new here. I'm just gonna miss it. Ah, yes, we can buy Lorien's set. We already have Lothric's set from earlier in the area, so. Okay, that seems to be it. Oh, Blackhand. I think this is the Blackhand Gothard set. I couldn't buy the armor, could I? Or I couldn't buy any. Where is it? Nah, whatever. I'll buy it later.
Ashen one.
She's not my concern right now. What is my concern is those aforementioned items. Let's read about them. So, Cinders of a Lord left by Prince Lothric. The Lothric bloodline was obsessed with creating a worthy heir, and when this proved impossible, resorted to unspeakable means. Suffice it to say, the path to linking the fire is a cursed one indeed. So the unspeakable means is, I think, what resulted in Lorien going mute, and Lothric, both of them, seemingly losing functionality in their legs. So, yeah. That's why they didn't want to link the First Flame. It makes perfect sense now. So technically they're not a Lord of Cinder because they haven't done it, but the game classifies them as a Lord of Cinder anyway. I don't know. Soul of the twin princes. The two princes rejected their duty to become Lords of Cinder and settled down far, far away to watch the fire fade from a distance. A curse makes their souls nearly inseparable. What if I were to transpose the soul? Would that remove the curse? Not like it matters anyway, they're dead. Okay, so Lorien's Greatsword, 26 strength, so I'm not going to be able to use it this time, but I do want to sing praises of this weapon real quick. I used this weapon in my second completed playthrough. It was fantastic fun. So if I decide to have a change of heart and, like, completely change my build during the DLC playthrough, I think I am going to go, I might, like, switch the intelligence out for strength and use this weapon, because, oh my god, is this fun. It has, like, the Flame of Lorien skill, which is the same kind of, like, upward swipe to waves of fire attack he was using on us in the fight. It's really cool. Before Lorien embraced his brother's curse. Ah! Lorien embraced his brother's curse. Interesting. He was a knight. That's why he can't use his legs. He was a knight who single-handedly slayed the demon prince, but the victory eternally scorched the sword with flame. Oh, now he gets to use it on us. Cool. And this is Lothric's holy sword, blessed by Emma with potent magic. Was meant to be a champion, was expected to wield this platinum sword, but some things will remain distant dreams forever. Sad.
I took the man to choose all.
Yeah, I'm gonna betray the world. They're not gonna stop me from doing that. Alright, well, I don't believe there's anything else to do, other than throw one there. Throw 2 here. Can I jump up to this one? Of course not. Why would you be able to use your legs to propel yourself upwards off the ground so you could make jumps? You could, like, gain some height. Why would you be able to do that as a human being? Ridiculous. Put 3 there. Is that actually 3 heads there? Because that would be really fitting if that's the case. Might switch off this weapon, actually. I don't know if I want to use it on what's coming up. And finally, put the princes on the largest throne. Upon doing this, the Firekeeper will begin walking toward the bonfire. Before we talk to her, though, I'd like to show real quick. The Shrine Handmaid should now be selling a Titanite slab. Indeed she is. And she's also selling these. I don't know where these came from. Maybe Grey Rat.
Ashen one.
Thank you. Now, let's have a chat.
The 5 lords sit their 5 thrones. All thanks to thee, most worthy of lords. Ashen one, with the lords as thy witness, bend thy knee afore the bonfire's coiled sword, and let the lord's embers acknowledge thee as their true heir, a true lord, fit to link the fire. Farewell, Maester.
Sure thing.
Noble lords of Cinder, the fire fades. and the lords go without thrones. Surrender your fires to the true heir. Let her grant death to the old gods of Lordran, deliverers of the first flame.
The old gods of Lordran, huh? Is that my final opponent? Similar to the untended shrine and untended graves, the Firelink Shrine is now in ruins. It seems like everyone is gone. Thrones still sit here, all saying the same thing. Just gonna check them one last time in case there really is a secret here. I doubt there is, but still. Holy King Lothric. Yeah, we never actually seen... Well, we heard of Osiris the Consumed King, which is, I think, what happened to the King of Lothric. Otherwise, yeah, I haven't really seen anything about him. Well. I guess there's only one way left to go. This view is incredible. I wonder if this is the present. Like, this is happening right now. The world is all crumbling apart. This is what happens if the Age of Fire is prolonged too much. This is what you get. Just a mess of buildings. All falling down slowly to something. That eclipse in the sky looks amazing. I don't know what the red line going down with it, going down from it is about. I gotta be honest, I kind of wish you were able to, like, walk along a big, long path. Even if it was some kind of magical path that was created for you, that would feel a lot cooler than just teleporting ahead with a bonfire. You know, like, as cool as that moment was, of waking up to see the Firelink Shrine all in ruins, then going out to see that view, and then realizing where you are, that you are in, like, the crumbling world of wherever this is. Like, the whole world's crumbling around you, basically. I wish you could have gone up to this place manually instead of having to teleport with a bonfire. Don't worry about that bonfire over there. It's a little repetitive, but that bonfire takes you to a DLC. We're not gonna concern ourselves with it. We'll just go straight ahead. The only way we can go. So the only way you get NPC summons for this next thing, is if you are the Lord of Hollows still, because then Yuria of Londor, as well as I think Londor Pale Shade, are available to summon. But if you are not affiliated with them anymore, you do not get NPC summons. You are on your own for this. But that's okay. I think I've proven that I can handle myself. The Soul of Cinder. This is the embodiment of every previous Lord of Cinder. Everyone who's linked the First Flame, which includes the protagonists from the first 2 games. And I think that's awesome. It's such a great way to end the Dark Souls trilogy. Although, it's technically not over. We still have DLCs after this, but still, considering the main story and base games and whatnot, this is a great way to end. I believe this guy is extremely weak to magic damage. So if despite him using magic himself, that's only one of his many movesets. Okay, not like super duper weak, but still takes a lot of damage to it. Oh god, oh god, oh god. He's not resistant. I wouldn't call him resistant to anything. He is laying the hurt on me. Oh, yep, he is laying the hurt on me. This guy uses all kinds of different moves because he is an amalgamation of so many things. So many people, so many movesets. Right now he's using a magic staff. Earlier he was using a straight sword. He might switch to he can switch to a spear as well as a curved sword plus pyromancies. Okay, so yeah, this is curved sword, so he's using pyromancies, including the toxic breath. Poison mist is, I think, what that one's called. Well, okay, cool. Okay. I think his curved sword slashes are his hardest melee attacks to dodge, in my opinion. Because he can spam that, double hit. Especially. I wouldn't say I love this boss, but I think it's overall a great boss. I'd fight it over anything in Elden Ring, honestly. I think that might be a healing pyromancy? No, okay, this is his spear phase. Here he can use miracles, and he can use one miracle in particular that heals him over time. So you might want to start taking him out fast. Okay, I just dodged once, and it ends up avoiding every swipe. I don't know how that works, but it works. If it works, it works. Okay, dodging away doesn't, though. Doesn't work. Maybe the hitboxes are more on his front side than his back side. That would make sense. I staggered him. Perhaps could have gotten a critical hit. I am halfway down on Estus, so I don't think I'm going to survive this. Then again, you never know. I think he has shown most of his abilities. He hasn't shown every sorcery he can use, but whatever. Oh, God. That's a tricky one. Yeah, he hits me with that second one, even though I dodged the first one. That's basically impossible to avoid, unless I'm wrong. He can actually use Soul Greatsword on you, so I'm using it on him as a little counter. I don't know, trying to look cool, trying to get on his level. Yeah, his melee swipes here are so hard to dodge. Even that hit me still. Okay, there we go. Staggered him enough, got his health drained. But no shing sound. Yep. Second health bar. And the best song in the game. He is now taking on the form of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder, the very first Lord of Cinder and the final boss of Dark Souls 1. He's using basically the same attacks, though they have been sped up tremendously to accommodate with this game's strength. His second health bar is nowhere near as beefy as the first one. As such, I'm going to leave him alive for a while and let you listen to this song. It is awesome. It is awesome. crap, I died there at the end. I was hoping to survive that. I was trying to gain distance so I could drink the Divine Blessing. That's a shame. I just messed up too many times there. Whatever. You've heard most of the song. You can hear the rest of it on your own time, so I think I will go for the kill this time. It's just, I love sitting in that last phase for a while just so I can hear the full song, because ordinarily, if you have as high attack power as I do, you'll probably kill him before you hear most of it, which is a shame. I think that second health bar could have been a little longer, because honestly, I think his second phase is easier than his first. His first, he has all kinds of different moves he can use on you. He's got the curved sword, melee swipes. In his second phase, he really just has that big 5-hit combo. Which, by the way, I took damage as I was dodging that combo because that combo actually ignores your iframes that you have during a dodge. Though, like, it didn't stagger me out of the dodges, thankfully. It still dealt some damage to me. Okay, dodge to the other side, and I avoid it perfectly. Awesome. Okay, he's not that weak to magic. It's just, one time I used a magic weapon on him, and he was taking, like, a 16th, a full, like, 12th of his health bar of damage to that attack. So I thought the Moonlight Greatsword would do a crap ton to him. Guess not. Yeah, even that didn't do very much. Considering, you know, how much the other hit I'm talking about did. It was with the, I want to say the... I'm dead. Yeah, that killed me. It was with the one Greatsword Pontiff Sullivan had. I can't remember what it's called. Greatsword of Judgment. That's what it's called, right? Poison arrow. Inflict poison damage that gradually wears down foes. Am I the only one that does not see the appeal of using poison damage on an enemy at all? It's just like, it's such... I guess it adds up over time, especially because poison tends to last a while. And I could certainly understand wanting to use Toxic on something, or Scarlet Rot on something, but otherwise, it's just... I don't know. Does it really kill the boss that much quicker? Doesn't stagger. Makes sense, should have known. I had to dodge like 4 times there. My god, man. You delayed that like no one else. Okay, out of stamina. Bad. Out of stamina. That was bad move. Trying to be better about my stamina usage. That's usually what gets me killed. Okay, so the projectile hit, not the actual sword, though. Whoa, okay. Curved sword, god damn it. Oh, he could dodge it? What? I did not know he could dodge roll. That's crazy. Okay. See, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and he's using it again. Okay, good. Made some distance. Maybe, like, get around him? I don't know. What am I supposed to do about his curved sword? Okay, good. You're switching off of it. Thank you. Careful not to use up the weapons holder ability. You know, I was using the twin blades because I thought this sword would wreck him so fast. It's not, though. It's definitely not wrecking him. Okay, no phase push. Ah! I just barely didn't have stamina. Perfect. This should be a phase push. Looks like it is. Yep, okay. I'm ready. Drink one of these. Ember up, honestly. Let's go. Okay, didn't get the effects of the heal. That's okay. So yeah, you just want to run away when he starts doing that combo. When he holds the sword back like that, that's the indication. Close. Yeah, we're taking him out real fast this time. I feel bad, though. I want to let the music play. It's so good. But then, you know, that risks me getting into situations like this. I did not know he could stab like that. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay, okay. An excuse. Nah. Sure. I don't know what that attack is like when you're up close. I don't feel like finding out. Let's just kill him. I finally used one, even though it was extremely pointless. Down he goes. What a great boss, man. I'm not a huge fan of the first phase. I think the second phase is fine. You know, I think the curved swords attacks are really, really nasty. I don't know how you're supposed to dodge those. But aside from that, I mean, like, it's the general atmosphere of the fight is what does it for me. And thankfully, it's not a very hard fight. If it was a super hard fight, I'd probably be complaining a lot more about it. But, like, it's the general atmosphere of the whole thing that really makes this boss work for me. Is a good one. I forgot to burn the Undead Bone Shard. Well, hopefully I will not forget next time. We got Soul of the Lords, right. Soul of the Lords of Cinder. Since Lord Gwyn, the first Lord of Cinder, many exalted lords have linked the first flame, and it is their very souls that have manifested themselves the defender of the flame. So there's your lore. And now here, you have a choice. Despite everything that I was just talking about, you can link the first flame, or, if you have given the Firekeeper the eyes, she'll be available to summon here, which will then let you plunge the place into an age of darkness. And that sorry. In these final moments, I really shouldn't mess up my speech like that. Anyway, that is what I wish to do.
The first flame quickly fades. Darkness will shortly settle. But one day, tiny flames will dance across the darkness. Like embers linked by Lord's Pass. Ashen One, hearest thou my voice still?
That is my personal favorite ending of any Soulsborne game. I think it is, like... It's very short, like most of them are. Honestly, all of them are. Disappointingly so, but anyway. I feel like it is extremely suitable for, you know, that route. As long as you know what you're doing, as long as you know what that ending means, which is, of course, a barrier to understanding any Soulsborne ending, it's still, I think, the best one. You know, it's not like Bloodborne's true ending that lasts 6 seconds. It's like the most anticlimactic thing ever in that game. The other two endings are so much better, if you ask me. Except, you know, plot-wise, I guess not, but... whatever. Anyway, I mean, like, the endings themselves, the cutscenes you get. Whatever. Anyway. But yeah, that one, I mean... It feels like it lasts a touch longer than Soulsborne endings usually do, and for that I really like it. And I love the slow fade to black as the Age of Fire comes to an end, and like, darkness takes over the screen, and eventually the credits play over that very darkness. I think that works really well. The credits look like this no matter what, but still, I feel like it's the most thematically fitting with this ending. So yeah, I love this ending a lot, and of course I was gonna go for the same one the second time around. You do actually gain control briefly at the end there, and if you want, you can attack the Firekeeper for some fucking reason. I don't recommend doing it. I don't know why you would. It doesn't give you an achievement or anything. It's just a secret. It unlocks a secret cutscene where, like, you take the ember from inside her, and now you become all-powerful because you're selfish and evil. I don't get why you would ever do that. So, there we go. I also like to imagine, because this credits theme has vocals in it, and I always play as women characters, I like to imagine that it's my character singing this song in the end. Just like in the Age of Dark after they've done everything they've done. Alright, well, to move on from that, let me talk about my thoughts on base game Dark Souls 3. Because I remember back in my main channel playthrough I said, like, wow, this game's freaking cool, I love it. And I still think that, to be clear. However, I've definitely developed some opinions on this most recent playthrough, and that is that I think the early game is kind of a drag. It's kind of boring. Like, I mean, everything up to Irithyll. Okay, well, not everything. Cemetery of Ash rules. Great first area, great tutorial area. Visual design is great. The way you, like, go into Firelink Shrine and then it becomes your home, I like that. High Wall of Lothric, awesome. Great aesthetics. Good level design, not extremely long. Ending boss is awesome. Is a great introduction to, like, the very fast, beastly bosses in this game. But then you enter Undead Settlement, and everything from there to Irithyll just isn't as good. Cathedral of the Deep is a really cool area visually, but that's about the best I could say about it. Otherwise, Cathedral is fine. I think my big problem with those early areas is that all of them are so big and long. Like, doing everything in them takes forever. And I know that that's my fault for being so completionist about it, but that's just how I felt. I mean, when I was playing through those areas again, I gotta be honest, I was not very excited to do it. And, I think that's one of the big barriers to me beginning a new playthrough of this game, which I would otherwise love to do. It's just that those areas aren't really as interesting for a variety of reasons. For one, their visuals, aside from Cathedral, their visuals are bland. A lot of them have this gray fog over everything. The graphics in this game in general, I mean, okay, the graphics themselves, great. Textures, model quality, all of that, that's the graphics side, great. Art direction, though, like, it's so weird looking. Everything's so glossy. Or no, that's Bloodborne I'm thinking of. Everything's so glossy in Bloodborne. Here, though, I mean, like, it's the opposite. Everything looks like it's been scrubbed out. Everything looks like the life's been scrubbed out of it, which I guess is the idea, since the world's dying and all. But, you know, the game's favorite color is gray. In darker areas, it doesn't even look that dark. It's just... it's so weird visually. And then there's all the little oddities with the models, like, you know, there's a gap in the floor that lets you see through the map. There's something loaded in the distance that abruptly cuts off and you're not meant to see it, yet it's there. You can see it. There's stuff like boxes clipping into each other, candlesticks floating in midair, breaking animations, and Farron Keep not working for some reason. There's just so many little things that make those areas that little bit, like, just that little bit worse to go through. And on top of all of that, as much as I will defend bosses like Cursed Router Greatwood, Deacons of the Deep, High Lord Volnir, I will defend those bosses. I will die on a hill defending those bosses. I think that they have a place in this game. Yes, they're easy, but is that a problem? Sorry. Is that actually a problem? Not every boss has to be a super huge challenge. I'm thinking of making a main channel rant video about that at some point, but I will agree that they shouldn't have all been bunched up at the start of the game. They should have been spread out more along the runtime. I will agree. Like, you know, you have Udex Gundyr, Vord of the Boreal Valley, 2 really awesome, challenging bosses. Then you have Cursed Router Greatwood. Okay, they felt like being experimental. Crystal Sage is, you know, kind of a step up of challenge, but still kind of an experimental boss, you know. You can tell. It's one of those types of fights. Not that hard. And then Deacons of the Deep, it's another one. And then you have Abyss Watchers, which, you know, cool. It's a challenging fight, but as I have expressed in that video, I don't actually like them that much, looking back. They're a lot more annoying than I thought they would be. I guess it's just like the RNG of the first phase combined with their really insane moveset for being that early in the game. And I only ever win because I just brute force by beating them down before they have a chance to do anything that bad. Which I understand is a skill issue, but still, it's like, yeah. And then after that is High Lord Volnir. And then, after all of that content you play through, after those huge areas, with those meh bosses, I mean, like I said, I will defend them. I think they're good, but, you know, they are overall less memorable than the challenging fights. You have all those bosses bunched together, and then, you know, on top of everything, the areas are huge, and then you finally make it to Irithyll. And that's when the game really picks up for me. I think when you get to Irithyll, that's when the game gets really, really good. And then it keeps the same general level of quality to the end. You got Yorm the Giant in there, sure. You got Consumed King's Garden, not a terrific area in there, sure. But otherwise, I think everything from that from Irithyll to the end of the game is really solid. You know, it's not the best content in the game necessarily. We have yet to play that, but it is overall very solid. And yes, I have actually inverted my opinion on the DLC. Back when I did my main channel playthrough, I went into it going, I'm gonna hate this, because I did hate the DLC in my first playthrough. I didn't like it as much. But now I've come around to it, and now it's actually my favorite content in Dark Souls 3, so I'm very excited to get that started. That about wraps up my thoughts of the base game. I mean, I could go over every boss individually, but I think I'll have more time to do that. In terms of my favorite bosses, Nameless King, Twin Princes are definitely up there. My absolute favorite boss is yet to come. But as for base game, it's a toss-up between Nameless King and Twin Princes for me in terms of favorite base game boss. Dancer of the Boreal Valley was also a little more annoying than I remembered, but again, I will accept that's probably a skill issue, and I can just get better. Okay, we've been going for 2 hours, 20 minutes, so I think before I yap along any further, let me say no to that, because I do not want to start New Game Plus. Here we are! I have 100,000 souls, but I'm just going to quit to the menu before we continue. So, now that I have beaten the base game, I think I will play the DLC, of course. I will continue the series with the DLC somewhat soon, but I think I would like to also take this moment to start up a new playthrough next week. So yeah, right now I'm playing through this and Silent Hill 2. And once I finish Silent Hill 2, I'll also follow that up with something that's somewhat related. But yeah, I think I'm going to take this time to tell you what my plans are coming up. I am going to start very soon a playthrough of Fallout New Vegas, and I intend it to be a full playthrough of the entire game. Hopefully. Hopefully it ends up being that way. But yeah, Fallout New Vegas is a game I have heard so many good things about, and I have actually played a decent amount of. I think I have like 20 hours in the game, yet all of that was basically going to nothing. All of those 20 hours were me just wandering in random places, not really getting anything done. I haven't actually played the game properly before. So I think I'm going to make a first-time playthrough of Fallout New Vegas starting sometime next week. I'll also be continuing this along the same side. And I guess I could say, after Silent Hill 2, I'm going to be playing a little game called This Is Interesting, made by a YouTuber I watch. And then I just bought a game today called Unsighted. I'm looking at playing it in the future. So yeah, I've got a lot of different games I want to play for this channel. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for all of that. And of course, I got to continue Terraria and the other thing, the forests. But whatever, you know. I'll get around to that when I get around to that. I've kind of forgot those series existed, so whoops, sorry about that. I mean, those get worse views than the rest of the videos on this channel on the whole, so... Well, I guess not really worse. Whatever. Anyway, that was my Dark Souls 3 base game playthrough. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. If you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future, and I will leave you with this awesome song.